If you are seeing a boy right now and you're thinking, I just don't really know what's going on in the relationship, I don't know if he likes me or he's ignoring me, he won't talk to me, won't respond to my messages, then this is a video for you. This is 16 signs that he is just not into you. He's not curious about you. Now, one of the biggest signs he is not into you is that he just isn't interested in you as a person. He doesn't want to learn more about how amazing you are. He doesn't want to ask questions about your day. He actually doesn't casually ask how you're doing. He won't try to impress you. He won't see any need to if he isn't interested in you. Makes sense. He also won't put in much effort into getting noticed by you either. He's distracted when he's around you. Now, he isn't paying attention to you, and that is because you just are not important to him. He might be on his phone, focused on other people in the room. Something else will often have his attention instead of you. This is a huge sign and very overlooked. And he talks about other women to you. This is a huge sign, okay? It just means he does not see you as a potential partner. You may be a close friend and he feels so comfortable that he can go to you for advice and to get a woman's perspective, but it means that you are not a future girlfriend in his eyes. You hang out at his convenience only. If he cares about you and sees you as a potential future girlfriend, he would put more effort into hanging out with you and would be happy to make small compromises for you. If he doesn't do any of this, it's unlikely he's actually into you. It's not just you, he flirts with everyone. When you first noticed he was flirting with you, you may have felt a little special, but it turns out he just flirts with everyone, and that is not a good sign. These types of guys are not shy, and if he was really interested in you, he would have already made a move by now. He doesn't get jealous about you. It's so natural for guys to feel just a little ounce of jealousy when the person they like starts talking about another guy. If he shows zero interest though, it's just another sign that he really is not that into you. Or, on the other hand, if he perks up a bit and starts paying attention, he may well like you romantically. He's not interested in meeting your friends. If someone was interested in you, they would want to get to know your friends. They'd likely seek their validation and try to impress them. If he's not interested in you, however, he's unlikely to want to blend his life with yours. He avoids eye contact with you. It's been said that when a guy is interested in you, he makes a lot of eye contact with you. And when he isn't interested though, he completely avoids eye contact. He never contacts you first. Do you find it's always you contacting him? It's always the text, the calls, the social media. It's all on you. And that's because he is simply not interested in you enough to contact you first. You are not popping into his mind at random times in the day. Unless you message him, he's very unlikely to even think about you. He doesn't try spending time with you. If a guy were into you, they would be interested in trying to spend more time with you, and given the opportunity, they would spend as much time as they could. A guy who isn't interested in you, however, won't care either way. You haven't met any of his friends. Like we mentioned earlier on, if he were interested in you, then you are likely to start interacting with each of his friends. Have you met any of his friends, or is it even part of the plan? Let's face it, if he has no interest in you getting to meet his friends, it's likely he doesn't have any interest in you in that way. He doesn't open up to you. He doesn't feel comfortable enough to open up to you and reveal things about his life. When a guy does like someone, they often end up opening up to that person more and more over time. Don't misjudge this one. You can feel it in your gut. Your gut instinct can be incredibly accurate at times, and if you feel that he isn't into you, then there's a good chance he really isn't. He doesn't listen to you. If a man was interested in you, you can bet he would be listening to you when you were talking to him, paying attention to what you're saying and getting involved in the conversation. So if you notice that he's not paying attention and he doesn't seem at all interested in furthering the conversation, then it's unlikely he really likes you in that way. He treats you the exact same way he treats everybody else. There's no glaring sign that he sees you any differently to how he sees his other friends. This can be a fairly concrete sign that he's really just not that into you.